How to optimize API response times effectively. In this video, we will learn key strategies to reduce latency and improve API performance, essential skills for enhancing user experience and system efficiency.
Welcome to our deep dive into optimizing API response times, where every millisecond counts. Did you know a delay of just 100 milliseconds can reduce conversion rates by 7%? Today, we explore the critical role fast API responses play in enhancing user experience and boosting system efficiency. We'll cover everything from understanding key metrics to implementing advanced optimization strategies. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with the tools to significantly improve your API's performance. Let's get started. To optimize your API, you first need to understand what you're measuring. Response time metrics such as latency, throughput, and error rate are crucial. Latency is the time taken for a request to travel from the client to the server and back. Throughput measures how many requests can be handled in a given time frame. Error rate tracks the number of failed requests. Tools like Postman or New Relic can help you gather and interpret this data. Setting realistic benchmarks based on these metrics will guide your optimization efforts, ensuring you target the most impactful areas. Bottlenecks can severely hinder API performance, making it crucial to identify and address them. Common bottlenecks include slow database queries, inefficient code, and network latency. Profiling tools, such as Dynatrace or AppDynamics, can pinpoint where delays occur. Analyzing request logs can also reveal patterns leading to bottlenecks. Once identified, you can implement targeted strategies, such as code refactoring or network optimizations, to alleviate these constraints and enhance overall performance. Caching is one of the most effective ways to reduce API response times. By storing frequently requested data closer to the client, you can minimize the need for repeated server calls. Client-side caching uses cache control headers to dictate how long data should be stored. Server-side caching, utilizing tools like Redis or Memcached, stores data for quick retrieval. While caching can significantly improve performance, it's essential to manage cache invalidation effectively to avoid serving stale data. Understanding and implementing these strategies will lead to noticeable improvements in your API's responsiveness.
Database queries often account for significant delays in API response times. Optimizing these queries is essential for faster responses. Start with indexing, which can drastically improve query speed by reducing the amount of data processed. Evaluate whether a SQL or NoSQL database better suits your needs, as each offers distinct advantages for different workloads. Simplifying query structures and minimizing unnecessary data retrieval are effective ways to optimize performance. Additionally, database connection pooling can help manage resources efficiently, reducing wait times for database access. Switching from synchronous to asynchronous processing can significantly enhance API speed. Unlike synchronous processing, where tasks are handled sequentially, asynchronous processing allows for concurrent task execution. This means your API can handle multiple requests simultaneously, reducing wait times. Implement asynchronous requests using frameworks like Node.js or Python's Asyncio. However, remember that error handling in asynchronous systems is crucial to maintain reliability. By adopting asynchronous processing, you can improve your API's capacity to handle high traffic without sacrificing performance. Content delivery networks, CDNs, are powerful tools for enhancing API delivery speeds. CDNs work by distributing API content across a network of servers worldwide, bringing data closer to users geographically. This proximity reduces latency and improves response times. When choosing a CDN provider, consider factors such as global reach, security features, and pricing. Proper configuration is crucial to maximize benefits, making monitoring performance metrics a priority to ensure the CDN is effectively enhancing your API's delivery speed. Monitoring server performance is crucial for maintaining fast API response times. Tools like Nagios or Grafana provide insights into server health and performance. Key metrics to monitor include CPU load, memory usage, and disk I/O. Regularly tuning server configurations, such as adjusting thread pools or optimizing resource allocation, can prevent bottlenecks. Additionally, implementing scalability solutions and load balancing ensures your server can handle increased demand without degrading performance. By staying vigilant and proactive, you can maintain optimal API response times. Good API design and architecture are fundamental to performance. Adhere to principles like simplicity, consistency, and scalability. Choose between REST or GraphQL based on your specific needs. REST is great for simple, stateless operations, while GraphQL offers more flexibility for complex queries. Ensure versioning to maintain backward compatibility as your API evolves. Implement rate limiting to prevent abuse and optimize resource usage. Lastly, prioritize security measures to protect your API from unauthorized access. Following these best practices will lay a solid foundation for efficient, high-performing APIs. In conclusion, optimizing API response times is a multifaceted challenge, but with the right strategies, it's entirely achievable. Today, we've explored various techniques, from understanding metrics to implementing caching and tuning servers. Remember, continuous monitoring and adjustment are key to maintaining performance. Try these strategies, and share your experiences in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth tutorials. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll dive even deeper into advanced optimization techniques.